Hey guys, here talking Texas basketball. I'm a little worried about this team. I see our defense. These two losses in very close proximity it's not Texas defense. We're now tied for the Big 12 with Kansas. I guess we still have the lead. Record-wise, we're tied. We still have the lead because we beat them head-to-head in Lawrence. It's a big win for us. But to me, this looks kind of like it's like we've read this book before. We've seen this movie before. So it's a lot like last year. We lose one game and then we win another one. I guess everyone else was thinking it's just one game. Okay, we lost. I was thinking that it's one game. Then we killed Iowa State at home. Played great defense that game. Shot the ball well. Hamilton had a good game. I thought we were back on track. So it's just one loss. Get out there, practice. Get things back on track. I thought we were. But I guess not. We lost, and again, our offense just terrible the entire second half until we get down again by 11. Maybe that's the magic number. I don't know. We get down by 11, not much time left, under 3 minutes left, and then all of a sudden we come storming back, but it's too late. We got to run a good, solid offense before the 2.5-minute mark when we're down by 11 points. This game we had no excuse. Up by 22 at one point, 15 at halftime. Our defense should have really taken care of business during that second half, and they did. Our defense was not good. We didn't rebound well, and this team. I realized that when you start getting beat down a little bit, guys start. Teams start shutting down your best player and make it hard for you offensively, and then defensively, you can't set up. You're not hitting shots, so you can't set up your half-court defense, and everything becomes just scramble. I understand that to a degree, but it's like this team just gets so frustrated and they just get out. They don't know what to do. And I think part of that is because we haven't played many close games this year, so they don't know. We haven't really played from behind at all this year either. So the team doesn't really know what to do. We start struggling. And what do? We haven't faced this all year. I think that's part of it. So, we're not getting blown out. We keep fighting, which is good. It's really just on the road. We haven't been tested at home this year. Really, I guess the closest thing we've had was Baylor, and even then we controlled the game from start to finish. But I'm just a little bit worried about this team. It reminds me a lot of last year. I don't think what happened last year is going to happen, obviously. I've said that before. But I think on a neutral site, we're as good as any team in the nation. These teams aren't doing anything special to shut us down, but Jordan Hamilton, you stop Jordan Hamilton and Texas will struggle. It's that simple. But other guys are going to have to hit shots. Jacobin Brown lit Colorado up in the first half. Good job against Kansas. Hamilton wasn't shut down necessarily. He just didn't take many shots. He only took, I think, 9 shots against Kansas. But Brown stepped up. Joseph hit some big shots in that game. Thompson was big for us defensively in that game. Johnson is capable of putting up 20 points any night. So is Thompson. Gary Johnson and Tristan Thompson both capable of putting up 20 points any given night. So that's, we just need to utilize those offensive threats more. It feels like when Hamilton gets shut down a little bit offensively, we start to panic offensively. And we can't do that. And when we panic, we don't score, and then we can't set up our man-to-man defense as well. So guys are just sort of grabbing anybody they can. You've got mismatches, and you've got confusion out there defensively, which hasn't been Texas basketball this year. Defensively, it's confusion. It's not how Texas is playing defense. The number of state Nebraska is the best defensive team in the country, or in the conference, as far as just points per game. I don't think they're the best defensive team in the conference. They may have showed that against us. They're better defensively than us. I don't know. They stopped Hamilton, but that was really all they did. I think our defense is better. Probably just a biased opinion, but I'm going to stick to it. If we get back to playing like we were earlier, or even like we were playing in the first half against Colorado, or against Iowa State. I think we're one of the best teams in the country. We're capable of winning a championship. But whatever happened in that second half, it changed. I think what I see is it started out as just we didn't play the same way when we came out second half. We knew we had a 15-point lead and we were dominating Colorado, so we sort of had this, let's just play to win type of offense, which would be basically, like you run the ball at the time of football. Well, here we're taking the ball down the floor, we're running the time down, all the way down to under 10 seconds, and we start trying to do something. That's kind of what we were doing, running it down to 15 to 10 seconds and trying to do something. We didn't get a good shot because Colorado was playing pretty good defense, and we really only had 10 seconds to set up our offense. And then we weren't hitting shots, and we couldn't set up our defense, and they made a little run. We got a little rattled because we hadn't really played a close game all year, except for the, at least in the conference, we haven't played a close game. It's been well over a month of just blowouts in our favor. So that's part of the problem. But I think once we get to tournament time, I'm pretty sure we'll get things back together. We're not going to get number 1 seed unless Kansas loses another game and we win the Big 12. Kansas will have to lose that game. We're at the Big 12, and even then, BYU might get the nod. Even though I think that's a little unfair, because BYU's obviously not playing the same kind of competition as we are. It's kind of like Boise State in football getting a championship bid. It's just not likely to happen because they're playing no one all year long. So we'll see what happens with that. Number 1 seed is really that important. Just like the number 1 ranking, obviously, is not important. Duke, Kansas, Ohio State all falling, within a very short period of time. Be number 1 teams. So number 1 seed doesn't matter that much. Butler last year. Out of number 1 seed, and they made the championship game and gave Duke a run for their money. So we'll see, though. We'll see what happens. I think Texas can still bounce back and win the championship. 24-5 is the bad season. It's way better than what we were expecting. We were projected to finish 4th or 5th in the Big 12 Conference, or have dominated up to this point right now. Still tied with Kansas, even with 2 close losses. Close proximity. So we'll see what happens. Sorry, that's the wrong sign. That's like a Spider-Man type thing. Anyways, hook 'em horns. Texas, go bounce back.